You don't remember dying. But you wake up on a train that only goes one way, down. I don't remember the exact moment I died. I think that's what bothers me the most. 1 second, I was on the road, night rain coming down so hard the wipers couldn't keep up, headlights in my eyes, fingers clenched on the wheel. Then there was that sound. Not metal, not glass, more like the world folding in half, and then just nothing. No pain, no colors, no sense of falling, just emptiness, like I'd blinked too long. Then I woke up, sitting on this train. It wasn't familiar. The first thing I noticed was the smell, rot, rust, and wet stone. The air was thick, like breathing through gauze. Everything was cast in a dull red hue, flickering from lights that buzzed above me like dying fireflies. The train car was old, decades old. Torn leather seats, bolts rusted black, dust thick enough to track footprints through. The windows weren't windows. They were blackened, smeared, pulsing faintly as if something pressed against them from the outside. There were people around me. At least, I thought they were people. Some looked recent. A man in a business suit, head tilted unnaturally far back. A teenage girl with cracked lips and fingernails dug into the armrests. Others were long gone, mummified, skeletal, shrunken in on themselves like dried fruit. No one moved. No one blinked. Then it hit me. I wasn't in shock. I wasn't dreaming. I was dead. I stood. My legs were stiff. My balance felt off, like gravity wasn't aligned properly anymore. I stepped into the next car. It was colder. The walls were lined with framed photographs. I recognized none of the faces, but every photo changed when I blinked. Sometimes it showed children smiling. Blink. The same child, emaciated, screaming. Blink. The child gone, just the room left behind. I kept moving. In the third car, the floor pulsed under my feet like I was walking on muscle. The lights were out, but I could see. Not with my eyes, but with something else, like my thoughts cast shadows. Every seat was filled, but the passengers weren't people. They were moments, living memories with faces. Each one turned to me as I passed. One whispered, "You remember me." I begged for help. Another, "You chose silence. You thought no one saw." I did remember. One car smelled like burned paper. A chalkboard ran the length of it, covered in equations I never learned and symbols I couldn't comprehend. At its center was a teacher, his face erased, holding a beating heart in his hand. He didn't speak, but I understood. Regret is a curriculum you can't pass. In another car, time folded in on itself. I watched myself as a child, laughing, then crying, then breaking things. I saw my mother screaming, my brother leaving, my first lie, my first hit, my first night alone, praying someone would stop me, and no one did. Then I saw the crash. From the outside, my car flipping, my body slamming, my mouth open but no sound, and something else watching. Not death, something older. In the sixth car, the passengers were alive. They were sobbing, slicing themselves open, pulling worms from their skin and feeding them to invisible mouths. One woman looked at me and smiled. Her eyes were empty, but her smile was gentle. "Welcome," she said. "You're late." I ran, car after car, scene after scene, each one peeled something away. Not skin, not flesh. But justifications, excuses, distractions, until there was nothing left but me, and I was hollow. The final car looked like a cathedral swallowed by a furnace, stone pillars dripping blood, bells ringing in reverse, pews filled with echoes of screams, and at the altar, the conductor. He didn't look like a demon or a god. He looked like possibility, like every decision I could have made and didn't, a face that changed each second. My mother, my ex, my boss, my face older, younger, twisted. He spoke without lips. "We don't punish, we collect." A ticket fell into my hand. It had my name, date of death, fare, everything. Behind him, a tunnel, infinite, burning, screaming. A platform loomed outside the last window. A sign hung crooked above it. "Terminal to hell, all fares final." The train screeched. The lights dimmed. The passengers began to rise. One by one, they walked past me, into the tunnel. I stayed, shaking, empty. The conductor waited, and when I finally stood, he smiled. Not with joy, with inevitability, because this wasn't the end. It was where endings go. I stepped off, and the doors closed behind me. If you wake up on a train you don't remember boarding, if the lights burn red and no one breathes, you're not going somewhere. You're going back to what you never escaped.